Alright YouTube, what's up? This is Radio Station here. Is this mic working? Yes. Welcome, and yes, this is long awaited. And it's probably not the best sort of setup I had. Like I wish I had like maybe my my standby thing sort of, looking better. But here we are. I'm gonna be live streaming. It's gonna be a live stream reaction to Evergarden, the movie, or as I call it, the final. It's basically a final. So I heard most of this is all an anime original, and frankly that doesn't really faze me much, because like I legit heard from JT, shout out to him, that he's someone on my server, and he stated that somebody was just like he was just being called out by Ellen readers saying that the anime missed a lot of stuff and how a lot of stuff did not make sense. I do not know what's the deal here, but they've been going with a lot. Currently is not really something to where they do a lot of good adapting, but they still make great stuff. And like it elevates the material. Like, does it suck that some stuff did get left out? Yeah. I haven't read the light novel, to be fair. I might do it, at some point soon, because I'd rather not try to, try to see if like it spoils anything. I do not know if I'm just not so sure like how much of this correlates with it. I had some little spoilers from the light novel that things went differently with how she, like, of course we know she's gonna meet up with Gilbert, but how it was in the light novel and how it would be in the movie was from her totally different, which is it's already kind of hinted, because like and I wonder if that's the main complaint, then I'm just not that worried, because it's the usual stuff. I mean, it doesn't need to be something completely fateful. It needs to get across something. And this is my favorite show. Like, it's not like I went off of some like true and then it's just like, oh, I really like it because of the source material. Like, no, that's not how it goes. I've never tried to really do that. Like, I will like a manga, but I will not like the adaptation. Or I'll like an anime adaptation, but I don't like the manga because of what it does later on. That's just how it is. I'm not so sure what to do here. It's kind of an awkward deal. I wish I could. I know there's some people that wish like I could have reacted to I could have reacted to this a little earlier, or maybe a little later. But this is the time I just kind of am wound up with, because I don't want to record too late into the night either. That's just the deal here. I'm a little disappointed that there's not much of an audience, considering that I'm like one of the first that's just gotten it. Like, but I'll see what I can do. I know I'm not someone that attracts a large crowd, and that's kind of fine, honestly. I at least want to let enough people know about my thoughts about this later on, like whether or not I'll think it's as good as the TV series, because I hold the TV series a lot, with a lot of value. So I was gonna use my new Panasonic microphones here, but I was not so sure about like the stereo effect. So I'm gonna stick to the old headphone, like the ones right here. I didn't know I wasn't so sure how to feel about them after the little test, so I'm gonna stick with the old microphones. But more likely than not, you probably will see this, in a later stream when I can try to get used to it. I don't want it to feel like, I'm not so sure how to feel about how the way it handles the volume and such. Let me check the chat real fast. Because it's kind of lagging. Because lagging on my end. Because this phone is like pure, like just slow as shit. Alright. Alright, here we go. But yeah, I don't think I need to really say much. I guess I'm just gonna get right on it, you know, into it. And if like anybody misses this, misses this scene, in the late, a little late to the stream and such, you can like always watch the playback when it posts, because it can kind of take a while depending on how long the stream is. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this started. I just hope I'm ready. Okay, so yeah, this isn't the best looking thing in the world, and there's gonna be some tunes in the back, so I do apologize on that. I just wish, like, again, I just wish I could. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be like, oh god, this is really gonna test my fucking like, this is really gonna test this PC right now. Fucking like 2 hours and 20 minute film. So hopefully my PC can hold up. And if it if it doesn't, I'll try my best to catch the stream up. If something does go wrong, like during my Heaven's Field reaction, it just kind of cut off at one point, which I do apologize for anyone who was there. But anyways, I'm go ahead and start this up. Japanese audio, full subtitles. All right, and check to see if the desktop audio is muted. Okay, yes, let's go and get to it. Why are we going to movie? Well, her journey journey's gonna end here, is it? I've been loving this show. This is like my all-time favorite, but I feel like when the Walpurgis movie for Madoka Magica comes, I might put Madoka Magica up front, but this will still be special to me because it really made me. It did some good and bad things. It made me appreciate anime a lot more, but it also set too high a standard. Made me set too high a standard nowadays. There's a good and a bad that came out of it. But anyways, I'm gonna get to it. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Should I skip the credit? You know what? I'm gonna play. The audio's working. It was just playing in silent. Sincerely. Oh, that's An's house. Zoom in with the camera though. Oh, it's a radio. That's not a clock. Oh, wait, never mind. That is a clock. What the hell is it? Is that? No, that can't be An. It's probably An's That's her. That's her granddaughter. Wow. This is how we start out. Yep. A bunch of letters. Yep. Violet. Or Violet wrote them. Oh. Oh. It was in the past. Now like it's like 2 generations later. 2 generations later, we got fucking radios and telephones. So this isn't really like this is probably like maybe 1960s, 70s right now where they're at in their alternate history here. So she's oh they have to don't remind me of this, please. No. No, don't remind me of this. What the fuck, man? Gotta do this to me already? This is a flashback. What the fuck, man? Yep. Yep, every year. Hold up. There we go. They sure like to use the letter to this way, just blowing away in the wind. Hmm. You see, like the technology is starting to advance in in that world. There was no new valid Evergarden. She quit when she was 18. Hold on. What in the world's going on? Is the chat not working? You know, the only thing that really there's some new footage of these flashbacks. She's become that popular. That's a goddess right here. Oh, goddess to a goddess. Those damn birds, man. It's just so pretty to look at. It's just vast. Well, she's much older now. Reading. Mm. No, that's why he recruited her. She gained a name from all of those interactions. Word spread. That's that shadow. I don't know if you want a reminder of that. No, she's not centered when she said that. Yakisoba. So integrate. So culture integration was really that intense in that setting, as opposed to our real life where it took like some time. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna notice like there's a lot of flashbacks too here. Not in a bad way. It's just to remind us, you know, it's those are ones that are nice callbacks. Oh, she went to another job. Oh? Wow, there's a lot of connection there. So why does it have to? Why is every fucking scene? Why does nearly every fucking frame have to look so good? It still amazes me. I mean, busy. Hmm. She's everyone's moving on, man. I don't know if Erica would have been able to get to have that courage if it wasn't for Violet. Business as usual for her. Uh, I know it's your thing, but oh man, this the animation just really just popped like. Oh, it's not one of them's not working. Needs to tune it up a little bit. There's just something about that hand just really has a sense of just mysticalness because it literally looks like a fucking skeletal hand to remind her that to remind her of stuff from the past regarding the war and just, wait, did it? Oh, I just thought my I just thought my PC just stopped for a second. I'm sorry. I was just like, oh, that's just her silence of Never mind. My bad, guys. I got scared for a sec. But yeah. She was under, and like at the end of the TV series, she was understanding it. She said she was understanding it a little bit. That festival been going on. I like how this festival is literally a mix of cultures in a way. You could see a little bit of some stuff from Asia, some stuff from like maybe like Africa, America. Wait, is that one woman from both? I think it was early. Wasn't she an early customer? Like I don't remember too well. Sorry. I just realized she has Asuna's voice. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. How did I not pick this up? Tough customer? Don't worry. I've been on both ends. Okay, not really both ends, but just like I can understand how that feels. I mean, because they all flock to her because of the. We'll never make it up yet. Don't worry, you'll get there one day. It's just business as usual, huh? Customers. Yeah. Yeah, but for that's a tennis racket. One hell of an old one. That's one of an outdated one. Holy. Oh yeah, the day of the typewriters. The age of the typewriting is gonna be long gone. Yeah, and letters and typewriting are no longer gonna be a thing. They're gonna have freaking TVs, computers, cell phone. Okay, that's far fetched. I mean, I'm not saying you could. I'm not saying there's no chance of just having like a an auto member doll do it every now and then. Like maybe even modern days. Write more letters. You know what? That's me. That's me right there. I have a good swing to it, but I just completely miss. It's a first though. I just seeing him actually play a sport in this setting. Hmm. She's visiting, yeah, uh, what's allegedly Gilbert's grave. No, we have to figure like, of course she's not. Okay, let's see it. Oh, okay, never mind. I couldn't I couldn't read that. Oh, she was talking. Oh yeah, she was talking to her like at the last episode of the TV series. Like a few years later, she died. She was still refers to her as him as captain, but he's been a lot more. He isn't like very aggressive speaking anymore. Hmm. Can she though? How do you just forget? Yeah, you can. She's gone like that. Oh yeah, that's her ribbon. She and yep. But it's violet color. That's Gilbert. That is Gilbert, guys. I knew it. He was alive all this time. Like I knew like back when I was watching TV series that he wasn't really dead. That he was alive somewhere. And that part just confirmed it. But it's just like how do you reintroduce how you do you want to come back into Violet's life? I feel like Gilbert purposely took the lead, telling one, "Hey, don't tell her about me. Let her live her life as the life that she wants. Let her be free." But Violet can't seem to let go of him. Talking to her right now. Wait, that's the boy. That's the boy he was talking to. I legit, I legit. I'm so sorry. I legit thought it was someone was tapping on the door actually outside the window outside. I fucking hate it when the sound design is just so on point. Oh, it's not the boy. Yeah, it wasn't the boy. I thought it was, but I didn't say anything. Hide anywhere. Did you just She's under the bed, isn't she? You didn't need to say it like that. Three surgeries. Ooh. I'm guessing he wants her to write a letter to them because he cannot probably express his true feelings in words. Is the chat really not working, guys? Or are you guys just sticking quiet until later? Yep. Yep. She did it. She did it before. Yeah. Aiden. Oh. Oh, okay. That was another example too, but comparable example too, but and we just saw her granddaughter. So like every one of them was fulfilled. Hmm. No, it's for free. Okay, just awesome. He wants to write from the heart, not just like a bunch of like just a small bunch of words and I'm gonna cut it. But you don't want to make it elongated too. Emergency provisions. Can't. Oh, she doesn't know the gesture. She looked so confused. She's still like, she's still like not that. Even all this time, she's still not that fully adjusted to society. Problem. No problem. Yes. Yeah. I feel bad for the boy. Like, oh, he's not. He's not in the same. He's not in the same country. I. Is are they on an island? It's about Gilbert, isn't it? Oh, she still. She still had a reflex, like she was, because she was still like she still had, because she was, but she's still on alert like a soldier. Man, fucking Benedict just fucking hates him. She went on her own accord. Don't blame me for this one. She's, I'm so concerned. She's so attached. She's still so attached. Remember how she like literally has to have help? Now she's just been able to do stuff on her own rather easily. Nice detail with the dog there. This is going back to the dog we saw earlier. Man. Hmm. Wait a minute. You don't seem to wear it as really often, my dude. Did the wait that is that is that Kire's voice that I just heard? It is. It's the boy. Hmm. They just dragging him to war, man. Man. I don't think she doesn't even. She doesn't remember her family. After all these years, come on, man. She does. But there are just some things that she may not, she still maybe after all these years will not grasp because it's that hard to really realize. Oh, how can you? You still can. You still can at some point. He's alive. We as know it's already confirmed that he's still alive. Just earlier. She yeah she perfectly understands how he is feeling. But the shit thing like is always the thing. We can never. It's so hard to really express our true feelings properly. It really is. There is no perfect way to do that. But you try to do it as best as you can, like even if it might hurt someone. Yeah, I liked how. Yeah, man, I really liked how Deofred's demeanor changed ever since. And also, thanks for Rafael. Glad you made it. 指切りはなる嘘ついた花じいた指切った something like that. Something like that. I can't say it properly. I still don't want to imagine the feeling of not being able to have hands to feel anymore, to feel anything anymore. Even though her hands are cold, she typed letters that will feel warm to the ones she'll to the ones that they will be delivered to. That's really good. Got one more. Oh, he has that. Oh, he has the disease. Oh, she has a disease. So least at least stay until they have be delivered. Oh, I don't like the crows. Fucking crows. Because when crows be around, like someone about to die, someone about to die, or someone's up at their at death's door. Oh, that's Luke. Oh, that's Lucas. That's the one the boy's been talking about. Return every single one. Wait, that's uh, that's where that's that's the one where Gilbert's from. Like, god damn it. I knew it. It was an island. It was an island. He's right though. But but Diff was right. I mean, Violet want. I mean, is Violet? It's better off for Violet to live free, not be just under control, just be pampered. Not at this moment where she's at right now, where she's clearly. It's blunt, but he didn't come to talk about the. It's Gilbert. It's Gilbert's, isn't it? Because he immediately feels like he recognizes something. Oh no. Oh no. She. Why you gotta tell her? Just went. But to be fair, I know she really can't get him off her mind. Like even when she's told live and be free, the one she wants to choose, the one she like, if she wanted to have a choice, it would be to be, it would be with him. And the nerve since this morning. Jeez. Oh, we're fat. We're back to the. We're back to the present time. To find out more about Violet, huh? Hmm. Wow. Yeah. She wanted her to be something than just a weapon, just a tool of war. He saw something. He saw something more in her that she can be a normal human. No, that she saw that he that he saw her as a no, as a normal human. Wait, a long time as a recipient. Wait, why does this ring a bell? Some is that Erica? I can't tell. And Cartet, huh? Oops, my bad. Also, like just a heads up, the timer might not be long enough to encompass everything. So excuse me if the timer suddenly stops. I don't remember how long it's supposed to go because I keep forgetting that films can go over 2 hours. Hmm. His eye is missing, and his arm is missing. So so that whole country is just cut off from society for the most part. Mm. He's on the other side of the war. He's on the other side of the war there. The one that Violet was talking to earlier in the movie. I'm not sure yet. I mean, I hope we get an answer there later on. Like maybe perhaps at the end. The storm is brewing up ahead. But this is not a physical fight. This is gonna be an emotional fight. That looked like that looks a lot like Iceland, not gonna lie. Okay, so they're not really cut off, but it's just like only commuting by boat. Nobody airplanes weren't even airplanes weren't still really in effect. What about him? Because they would recognize him. I was really bracing like was she gonna yell or was she gonna like sing or to the point they don't even know whose father is who. That's why they just randomly ask, "Oh, whose father are you?" That was not nice. I wonder what's with the choice of having that boy hold a praying mantis. Nah. Oh. Oh. This fucking motive, these motives, man. The bars were just left. She's like, I'm glad she's doing fine. I'm glad I can hear about him. Now she knows that he's here. That's for sure he's here. Gilbert using a praying mantis with a missing arm. I bet that mantis died because it couldn't hunt anymore when it was missing one arm. If it did not die, if it was not, dying from other particular causes. Even he didn't know. That's a really bad alter name. I'm just gonna ask. Gilbert. Yeah. Could have been a little bit more fancier. Somehow survived. With one arm, he didn't get a prosthetic like Violet did. Although, like, Violet's arm, was just something else. Ooh, the smoke, the animation of smoke, though. None of that matters. The war's done. What about her? Dude. He want he's the only grown man here left to help. There's no there it doesn't seem like he can leave. This is earlier or that's his earlier days. That was our earlier night, not the no problem, man. We probably got like a little less than an hour left. Let's go a little lighter, is she? Oh, doesn't. Doesn't want he doesn't want his existence to interfere with your livelihood. Of course my go Fucking brotherhood shit, man. Looks like gonna rain. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking. Like Roy Mustang would say, it's a perfect day. A perfect day for rain. Except it actually did rain here. So you remember. It's not the important part, man. But why? That's that doesn't matter. I don't care about her arm. She's still alive. She. I'm sorry, guys. I have nothing. I don't have anything good to say right now. I don't. I don't. I really don't. None of my commentary right now helps. Like I said, perfect day for rain. You're right. The guilt is really just eating Gilbert. Like that's not. I understand why he made it. He made that decision, but yeah, but don't. Because like Gilbert's just so overwhelmed by guilt that it's killing. That is just restricting him as well. He's not truly happy, even where he is right now. Even then, like I'm just gonna just put this aside right now because I don't want people bitching about it. If anyone's gonna complain about a fucking age gap, please fuck off, man. Just please fuck off. Take your fucking moral compass somewhere else, man. Oh, it's one of my clients. He's dead, isn't he? Man, such a cool. He's such a cool guy. Like even if we only knew him for like half an hour, we didn't know him. He had no time left. But you and Gilbert do. Sound effect, man. Man, she is so good. Such a she wants to keep that promise. Can they get there? Oh, bad. Fast and Furious. Nice, nice. They're It's not the same. But sorry. Yes. This is just a guy that this is just be like an ordinary guy, like just suffering that sort of that uncurable illness, the syndrome where your muscles just decay, rot away. Ah, he's not. This is. I don't. I could barely even I'm just gonna go. I could barely even recognize him when the state he's in. Waiting for the report. Like, did they get? Did they manage to do it? Or it's a childhood friend? They won't be able. Is there not enough time for him to physically go there? Oh, he probably doesn't want to see him in that state. That was really nice, though. It does. It was only a matter of time. Disease don't wait for nobody. This camera pan. But at least something was delivered. What I want to see what it reads. There's more, right? Oh no, you're gonna make this look like crime. Sorry, I'm just blowing my nose here, man. He's really trying. He's he's really trying to make it like a lighthearted mood, but but are you gonna be the one doing? No. it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I want to say true, but I cannot say I cannot say so when I see that face. She clearly is holding it back. Um, oh yeah, they have that, so they don't need to walk up all the way up there. Old man. If one day I'm called an old man, I'm just like, yep, that's it for me. Oh yeah, because they were near the start of the war. They started it. They paid the price for it. It's kind of ironic that Gilbert is helping them. But he's just burning himself like it's the only thing because he's trying to escape from everyone else and and not try to interfere with Violet's life. Oh, he Yeah. He didn't know he should have also minded he's wearing that family that he still does have. Yeah, on her own accord. Not be- even different all this time. Acknowledges that acknowledges the relationship between the two. Saw her as a human. Why are you regretting this now? Not be stuck in war. Fucking on time. The war is over. Just taking in the moments, man. It was really nice. They just send it down with a little device, a little pulley, contraption. I'm just gonna read it. Thank you for everything. It has all the time because her drive to wanting to know that was what just was like the kickstart to her development all that time. But I want, but she still has yet to find her source of true happiness. Man, no, not this ending theme, man. Gotta do that to me. He still feels guilty too. Dear Fred, because like his stubbornness was what drove Gilbert to have to take that responsibility to be a soldier in the first place. Oh, you. He's not too late. Wait, wait, it's too far. Oh, of course. Damn those legs, man. Oh yeah, I forget. Yeah, he's a soldier himself. He's mobile as well. Oh, you're not, man. He knows that this is wrong too. He doesn't want. That's why he pushed away in the first place. But for his true feelings, he can't entertain them anymore. Please. Just trying to all the fucking emotions just on. Just one step, just oh man. I'm dry. I'm dry right now, man. Oh, it's from back. Yeah. I like. I've always liked how the letters afloat. Like they like even though it's just like it's not like it's the Wi-Fi. It's just like they can go distances, get to the plate, get to their destination and such. I've always kind of liked that sort of motive with the series. And I'm actually very, I'm actually very relieved. I'm very relieved they were able to get their feelings across. But the fireworks just stopped, huh? Damn, that's one hell of a. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, he's no longer there. Oh, yeah. But at least at least she can be happy that she found her play her she finally found her own source of true happiness. And it's all about like Violet Evergarden has been all about feelings, and sometimes just speaking words is just not enough. It's so hard to get them out properly. It really is. This is awesome though. How like how the granddaughter of one of her clients just ended up here where she last was. You know, before the thing called mortality does come to claim her. She's immortal in my eyes, so I don't care what y'all say. Was all because of one person. Oh, oh, hey, cursed. What's up? Yeah, Val did grow on Hodgins so much. Like she was kind of like Hodge was kind. She was kind of like a kind of like a daughter to him in a way. Yeah, figure she try to write a letter of her own. Mm. I love you. Yeah, and sorry if the timer ran out there. You'll see it just disappear. Back to that old road again. Alright, that's a. Is there more? I have no words. I just the beauty of this, like just in even in the silent moments itself. Are there any post credits? Oh man, there's no words to really say. It wasn't a perfect movie by all me. It wasn't perfect by any means, but it was something else. Okay, thanks. I'll stick around. I kind of want to skip forward to it, but I'll wait. But yeah, the the mo- this movie was everything, nearly everything was just pure quality. Kyoan, like, even if that was their last Magnus opus before that arson incident, which I'm still so mad about to this day, that was top. Like, even if it's not the best looking anime movie ever, it was like the most consistent in my opinion. Now people always say, "Wait, what about comics wave films?" That's a distinct style. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. Like, it'd be nice to see like how they be spending their lives after reaffirming that they belong together. But I think that's not. To me, that's not really what I feel like the movie wants to focus on. Hence why they decided not to do that. Now I've heard about the light novel readers complaining about what was changed, and frankly, I don't get. Again, I stated earlier before I reacted. I didn't care. KyoAni never really try to do faithful adaptation. They just do their thing and just take it to the next level and make it for the most part better than the source material. Like, I didn't even bother to try the K-On manga because the anime was just that good. I didn't even bother to try the Hyoka novel or manga because the anime was just that good. I didn't even really bother to try the Outbreak Company light novel because the anime was just that good. You know, you see a trend here? Same thing with Haruhi too. I might touch that one day, but I mean, I don't think that will happen with a Ever After one. I wish. I mean, I wish I wish there's a chance, but I'm happy with what I got here. Oh, there was production in Germany and in Europe. Nice. Well, I'm pretty sure this was for all the other valid installments too. But yeah, that's kind of what I noticed a little too late. But yeah, the reason why I didn't like break down and cry again and like when they were having that moment, it was because I was feeling really happy for them because they're able to at least try. Like, it's clumsy, but they're able to get their feelings across even if they couldn't come up with the right words to say. Because we'll never, like, even with our closest loved ones, we will never always be able to get our feelings across properly, consistently all the time. Yeah, look at this chat here. Yeah, it would feel. Yeah, the songs too with K on. Those were big. Those were like just even with like the ending things, like the songs from K in the K on anime was made it that great. Even though it wasn't like it was the main focus of K on, but it was a major component. The same thing for he became phonium. Like, I think I remember there was like a source material for that too, but of course I'm not gonna read it because again, anime was that good. Anime was that fucking great. Hey, what's up, Mad Lad? Where were you all the time? You fell silent after I started record start the reaction. Oh, oh, it's a pinky promise. You know, that was so nice. The boy taught her that, and then she does that with Gilbert. We're together forever till the day we die. Man. Who do I prefer, Kaon or Hibiki Phonium? What are you talking about? I love both. What are you talking about? Okay, but yeah, that's a credits there. Man, there is no there's another edition of Violet Evergarden where it's just so impossible to put things properly in words when it comes to feeling. And I like how everything that Violet, nearly everything that Violet does. Although I kind of actually no, with Iris's part, when he was involved in Iris, I wish she could have remembered. I wish we could have had a flashback to Leon, but maybe that would be a little too much flashbacks. But I still liked how her experience drew her all up to this, because every client that she has been, as she has helped out, has been able to find, has been able to renew themselves, like find ways, like, yeah, it's not like everything is just solved right then and there, but at least she can help him out one way or another and help him to be happier, be more successful. But all this time, like, it's been wondering, like, will she be able to the biggest thing coming into the movie is just wondering, will she able to be able to find her true happiness? Will she able to realize love? And it's obvious, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest, it's obvious that she was gonna meet Gilbert, but it was still a toss-up as to whether, it was still kind of a toss-up at the time as whether or not she was going to be together with him. I mean, like, people could say, oh, it's predictable, of course she's gonna end up with Gilbert, but yeah, like, so first of all, I don't want to address this again, but I'm gonna address this again. Okay, I addressed the thing with the the part where light novel readers are complaining about that. Oh wait, it got different. To be fair, I did not read the light novels, but I consider an anime its own thing. It's great when it gets really well adapted, but it still has to be its own thing. It has to stand out and make a name for itself. If an anime cannot stand out for itself with the advantages of the medium it's within, like animation and stuff, then it may or may not have. Then it will most likely have failed in fulfilling its purpose. It was such an amazing movie. It's not because like it's trying to be wow all over the place. It's a kind of movie where it just kind of draws you in, just lets you just sit, bathe into all that nice looking graphics, that nice looking animation. Like, I have not seen, like, I probably maybe only saw like one jank, maybe one jank animated sequence, and that was about it, and that was not even there. And it could just be like that's a normal looking cut, because literally, like, even the lowest quality scenes, visual qualities, like, still look fucking amazing. That goes to show how much top notch Kyoani is over most other studios. The only other series that able to equal them is being Faux Table, and maybe And well, I can't really think of anyone else. Actually, old school Madhouse used to be up there like that, but that's not. But it was a movie where you like, even with there, like, you can't put it in words. It's not easy to, there's no way to really I don't think I can probably describe it all the way, like, as to how the movie just kind of, draws you in, even with the silent ones. I will say though, there was a part where Violet was reminiscing, like, there was a silence there, and I literally thought the player stopped. And I was like, wait. I was like, oh. And then she started, and then I hear her start typing. I was like, oh, never mind. That was just her. Just literally having an actual silence. Like, but before you say, I don't think it's really a case of where it's like they decide, cut down on a budget or anything. But it's more like, maybe it is. But even then, it was more of a decision. Like, yeah, it was just a given a moment, like an actual moment. Like, you just sit there, you're wondering what it is, and then all of a sudden you're typing. Yeah, it's kind of visceral in a way, the way it was displayed. I will say, like, I think the saddest moment for me was like that part. When Violet is eventually let known a little too early that, which was gonna know anyway, that Gilbert is there and alive. You're trying to tell. She was trying to get him to. She was trying to communicate to him, but she was like, just go away, like. Because Gilbert's just he wants to push her away because he feel like doesn't belong. She's interfered with her. She's taken away. He's taken away from her, like, the arm, like because of him, because he thinks because of her, because of him, like, that she lost her arms. That's why she's like, I shouldn't have took you in. But you have to really think, like, I really don't know what would have happened, what really would have happened if he didn't take her in that day. Because, like, yeah, she put him through she was used as a tool of war at the end, but he saw her as something more and cared so much for her well-being. Violet was not sure at the time. You see, when they were doing the flashback of him, where she was like, it was a within the war, but it was before, it was not within the TV series, where she was asking him, like, what are your orders and all, and he doesn't want to. He keeps getting these flashbacks because he doesn't want to be reminded of the fact that she was at one point into a war because of him. Many of the victims of the arson worked in this movie, all their names shown in the credits. Nice. The movie gives focus to Violet's legacy because this movie is in herself the legacy of those people from KyoAni. I think this makes the movie beautiful beyond its own narrative, to be honest. I agree. Actually, that's a better way to describe this movie. It's not just Violet's legacy that is being, final sense of, like, a legacy that's being displayed. It's the ones behind the series, the one that has been doing all this effort to make it. And then like, which also goes to show, like, there was why the flashbacks were there, because they want to show the work of those people that were there, that were, that unfortunately passed away with the arson attack. So yeah, it's a nice thing you brought up. I like how it does all come together. I don't know if we're gonna get a series this this amazing looking, and this like this so evocative, so emphatic in a way, because it's not like it's not like it's trying to be some complex sort of romance drama or whatnot. It's kind of it's simple. Well, it's kind of just it's simple in structure, but it's pretty profound. It's deep. Not being complex doesn't mean you cannot be deep. And even if like stuff gets predictable, I feel like the execution is there. And Violet Evergarden does just that. Urker says, Ra says we should tell our loved ones what we feel while we still can. It's almost as feel like the director and the rest of the staff are talking to us as the audience. Oh, from the grave, man. Oh yeah, for sure, man. I really agree. I truly agree. I really like. It goes to show that. It goes to show how much of a loss it was when KyoAni went through that. Like, cause it's. I'm not so sure if they can recreate this sort of this artwork again. I really don't know. They can't. They still can. They can bring up more new people. They can recreate new talent. But there's that's some big shoes to fill. Because they know more than most people that tomorrow may be too late. They know too well. They know too. That's oh my god. Now that you say it, now that that been mentioned, that makes this even. That gets me more fucked up in a way, because because what they wouldn't be able to just say of in person, they were able to say it in that way through a movie like that. Right? Because it makes me in a way. I know it's not like we should try to go out of our way to do it, but just try to at least give people we love try to give appreciation every day. Like I'm pretty sure, even if it's hard, I mean, I know it is hard for me sometimes, like just try to gesture to them, like say hello, good morning, good night, whatever, just at least one notion or something. Like I'm not, like I'll admit that I'm kind of forgetful for that, but just try to say it as much as you can, because who knows, the next day will be the last time you speak with them. It's a scary thought. It's a very frightening thought. It's a thought I don't really want to think about for myself here, or for anyone, because like when it does come, are we prepared for it? Like, are we gonna have regrets over what we should have said? Like, we said something wrong back then, we want to say, oh, I'm sorry, and like, oh no, it's too late. Okay, so now the whole thing with now I need to get to the one, and I know I touched upon this earlier, the age gap. I don't give a fucking shit about age gap nowadays. I really don't. The only time where I have a problem with a related scenario is this. It's when it's underage. It's like a very very underage thing. Like, it's done to where like it feels like something is not right. It feels very uncomfortable because the relationship of this and that and so on and so forth. I didn't see anything here. Even Gilbert probably knows about, like, I'm not like, even if it's not, like, the fact that the notion that he was trying to push her away in the product, like she wanted to have a happy life, but Violet was saying like she wanted him, she loved him regardless of whatever age. It doesn't fucking matter. By this point, age does not fucking matter. Like, you can I don't give a damn shit about these moral these social justice warrior assholes out there spouting nonsense about this whole thing with the age gap thing. And when I hear this thing about a pedophile thing, I always feel like I need to sock somebody, because that's just not a good way to interpret it. Like, and you don't just toss that fucking description like that in a scenario, in a place where, in a setup where it's clear that it's not just done just to be disturbing. It's just more like there's meaning to it. It's not like it's done just because of this. Like, when if there's a meaning to the relationship, if there's a lot of meaning to where, like, age does not matter, like, everything with the build up between the characters, like, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter by this point. Like, if it's a half-hearted thing, now if it's half-hearted, like it's just tossed in, like there's no weight to it, then I can get where you would put that. But other than that, if there's weight, like, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter much. Yeah, it's notable, but what do you weigh more on there? It's also cool with how they switch places in this movie, with Violet being the one dragging Gilbert out of the darkness. It's a perfect way to end her character development in my eyes. Yeah, I agree with that too. The way that, you know how, like, Gilbert just was basically dragged Violet out of the darkness, literally, and now it's Violet kind of just doing that. It was done with a letter too, and that just kind of propelled him to get out and, you know, be able to express his true feelings that he really wanted to hold back. Everything about, like, the thing with the letters too is, like, when stuff isn't when you can't really put it in words properly, and you try to tell, and you try to use other people, and the whole thing with ghostwriting is, like, if you can't do it, you try to have some other people try to do it for you, in a way, and that's the letter. And Violet being able to gradually learn to be able to understand how other people feel, was able to write fantastic letters from a thing between the family, and, you know, between close family members, to to loved ones, to former friends, and, you know, so on and so forth, or people that they have lost, or loved ones that, you know, or, you know, they're known about to die, but they want to give one last message out there. I'm just gonna say something about the boy. I think it was Yuris. Yuris, he's someone that I felt like I shouldn't be so attached to, but I kind of did anyway, because I didn't get too attached, but I was like, I felt bad when he did pass away, because this young man was never really got a good chance of life, and he didn't want to. He wanted to say something to his he knows he doesn't want his family being troubled by him still being sick and all, and knowing that he's not gonna continue living much longer anyways. But because he cannot express those properly in words, because they're too pampering up to him. How do you say this? They're just constantly over caring about him, and he's just trying to say, like, he couldn't express his feelings properly. That's why that's why he called for Violet. So, like, knowing that he doesn't have much time left, is just be frank and say, thank you, take care, you know, and say to brother, like, take care of mom and dad for me. Thanks for letting me be an older brother and all that. It's everything, like even that little side story within, it was really beautiful, and it also helped to set the gears going for Violet with her own conflict in a way, even though it felt like a one-off thing at first, that everything just tied, like nearly everything, nearly all of her adventures just tied into this movie finale, and that's another beautiful thing. And you know, like the most beautiful thing though is still like knowing that wasn't just Violet's legacy itself, but the ones behind this series, the ones directing it, the ones animating it, you know, that, you know, they passed away, but at the same time, it's just kind of them also saying their final message in the credits via their involvement, via the work they've done, the direction, everything. Successfully getting us attached to these side characters at Dalsoon, one of the strengths of the writing of this series. So many anime try to do the same and fail, even with their protagonists. Yeah, I've seen a lot of other shows try to do this, and I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I'm usually a very cynical person, and they're like, when they try to so hard to keep us attached, I'm just like, okay, I'm supposed to care. But Violet's another thing, because the way, yeah, call it emotional manipulation, but no, emotional manipulation by itself is not bad. Just how you use it is what dictates between good and bad, in my opinion. And for people, like, the standards can differ. Like, it's not like a one size fits all kind of deal. But I feel like with Violet, like, there's a lot of there's like some subtleties behind it. There's a lot, but there's also like, it kind of, you know, it's still able to deliver clear. Like, it's also up front with it too. It also helps. KyoAni likes to use the facial expressions of the characters to tell more than what words can say by themselves. Like when I was there will be like just like a total scene of where they're just like, there's no talking or whatnot. You see just the characters just making the expressions, and I can already just make out in a way what they're thinking, what are they contemplating, what's going on through their heads a bit. Like, I might be wrong. I might be inaccurate of what I end up thinking what they're thinking, but I can at least come up with a decent enough sort of guess, and like, I may be close. But yeah, the way they get us attached to these side characters is something else with this series, and I don't see how, and it's so hard to recreate too. Like, I don't really think I can recall another show that gets us attached to these characters in a way. Now, I'm not counting the ones with an ensemble cast, because though of course not much side characters, but just like just one-off characters in general that just kind of are there along with the story, and most of the time, like, they may just turn out irrelevant. Not really here. Now, did I wish they touched on Leon more? Yeah, but I think his role was done enough. I mean, I think his meeting with Violet still contributed to Violet's own development in the end. But yeah, it was quite a journey for her, and the way it just ended with her finding her own happiness, finding her own love, being able to put across her own true feelings after, like, yeah, it's funny how she's been learning to understand other people's feelings, and it still was hard for her to get across her own true feelings. Yeah, I don't know why they do it, but goddamn, they do it and it hurts. Yeah, the way they do it is just phenomenal, and there's not something to describe. I think maybe it's the way, like, the characters don't feel like they're spouting nonsense. It just feels like every single statement they're saying means something. Like, it's so timely too, with just like saying like, oh, my mom is something like that. I wonder what she's, or something like they say some key phrases to make you think like, are they saying something else there? What would I rate the movie overall? Ooh, what do I what do you know what do you think? It's a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. It's not like the one where it's not like it's not a show that tries to wow you all the time, you know, with action and stuff, with highlight tension and stuff. But it's just like the overall experience, and I also put the value of, you know, that it's a legacy sort. That's a movie with a legacy of sorts going on. I feel like that's what would earn it like 9 to 10 out of 10. Like I will just round it up to a 10. That is like it's like it's an S tier movie, like in the end. Like I don't see how I don't think there's really gonna be any other movie that's gonna really surpass it. Well, unless the Madoka Magica movie somehow does something wowzers, which I feel like it will. There's another thing with Madoka Magica though, because its appeal was in its own way, and I'd rather not, you know, deride the topic. But it's a 10 out of 10, easily. Although I don't know what notes I'll have to put, you know, to describe it like in as clear as possible. It's just like, I guess I could just call it like, it's basically a legacy, a finale, a magnus opus, like just the thing, like a final set off, a final curtain call to this journey. Can I post some bookends from the movie that I saw posted on Twitter, and I think they're awesome. I don't know if you're on my Discord server or something, but yeah, I guess you can. Although I feel like yeah, you can. Well, you can post it on the. I think you can post it in the chat too, because, you know, just in case there's a the chat replay works, it will help. Okay, so yeah, you can just go ahead, knock yourself out with that one. Although I may have to, I will have to, you know, or you can, you know, put it in the comments as well, just in case. If you know, provided for anyone that doesn't like to click on links from chat. So yeah, just go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and my headcanon says, that now that it's done, all over and done, there's a lot of headcanons I will you know, I'm just gonna be like this right now. To try to prevent myself from realizing that it's over, I like to think of how Violet's interactions with other characters from other series would have been like. I mean, I think I've talked about, like, oh, what would have happened if Violet interacted with someone like Elena from Majou no Tabi Tabi, or like Kino from not Kino. How would she interact with someone in like Edward Eric from Fullmetal Alchemist, or who else? Maybe like Vash the Stampede from Trigun, or maybe like slightly like just explaining like how to deal, because I feel like those are some examples of characters that some interactions would be nice with them, because they've experienced, because with their own sort of journeys they will be able to, you know, understand each other, like how it is with interacting with people, trying to understand others, and how sometimes conflict can you know, and how like conflict can be very can you know, interfere and, you know, try not to kill anyone, but it's not, and you know, also having to deal with loss as well, you know, especially for Edward too, you know, the way how he lost his arm, although spoilers, he got it back. But yeah, it would be nice. I mean, to me, I know in the movie, like it kept flashing back to Anne's granddaughter, and the way that she also she got inspired to write her own letter, which I think is really nice. To the Anne's children, to Anne's daughter, and basically like their parents, and like how it just kind of connect. I liked how it was going kind of back and forth, not really back and forth, but once in a while it goes back to the present to see how Anne's granddaughter was doing, and how she was just trying to find out about this Violet Evergarden that she was, and how like that, like how it just came all the way back to where, you know, Violet ended her journey in a way. But yeah, I really have not much else to say otherwise. I really don't. I mean, words really can't describe the show probably on how beautiful it is, and even with the drawbacks it does have. I mean, I've actually so I saw one comment about, well, I don't even know if this comment is still here, but I don't know if the comment's still here anymore, but there's a comment saying, but well, I'm just gonna say this because for privacy reasons. There was a comment saying like, I hated this movie because I didn't like the exaggerated theatrics of it. Excuse me, fam. I saw that comment on the stray, and I was just like, excuse me, fam. Hello. What exactly about theatrics is always bad? Theatrics, I know, like, people may not always be a fan of them, but you gotta realize it's part of the fiction. Like, what about? I mean, it's how you use them is the case. You don't want to overuse them. Like, if you're gonna use them a lot, you gotta use them in a meaningful way, and Violet Evergarden does this very well, in my opinion. You don't want to make it so silly either. Like, To Your Eternity, by the way. To Your Eternity is a bad example, in my opinion, of using theatrics. Now, like, for anyone who does like To Your Eternity in this, you know, in the chat right now, or was watching the playback, I do apologize. I did not like how that one turned out. I read the manga of that, and I did not like how that turned out. But I'm not gonna spoil much on it for those who are still unfamiliar with it. That's an example of how to not properly use theatrics and emotional manipulation. Like, and it's sad because that was a show by the very same author who did Asana Voice. Another great fucking movie, by the way. Not as good as this, in my opinion, but still really good. Still really fucking great. But yeah, hold on. The general comment to your old alpha says, oh, there is a new guy in my chat. So I'm just seeing. Look, I'm looking at my Discord server. Someone just came up, but yeah, I don't have much. Yeah, that's S tier movie, like 10 out of 10. We'll watch again if I have the time. We'll definitely watch again if I have the time. Although I don't wanna. Although, like, of course, I always have to. You're just gonna have to reserve myself whenever, prepare myself whenever I revisit it. Now, did it deliver enough emotions on that regard with the movie compared to the anime? That's hard, because by the end, my tears dried out, and I was like more just. Again, I've said I was more elated. I was feeling very happy, like. It was just like a sense of relief that they were able to get across. And it's not like it was like there's something missed there in execution. It was just more like it was just a feel-good moment for me. Yeah, TLE is so To Your Eternity is so bad. Sorry To Your Eternity fans, but there are so many issues with it that I would point out, but this is not the time and place for me to ramble about it. I mean, it's kind of long gone to me at this point. I know there's season 2, but I might not even be here anymore when that comes around. But yeah, we don't talk about that. Like, that is a bad way. This is a good way to do it. And anyone who thinks otherwise, you know what? Good for you if you like To Your Eternity, but you say shit about Violet Evergarden saying, oh, that's a bad way of doing it. What's wrong with you? In the end, it's everyone's opinion. I mean, I get not everyone's gonna like Violet, but please, but I just hate it when people just blow it off as just like basic drama. When they call it basic drama, I'm like, what, fam? Hello. And then you say like, oh, Sangatsu no Lion is it? What, fam? I'm not so sure what you were judging, like how properly you were judging. Like when people say that, and I am guilty on some parts in my end, but I try to give my reasons as much as possible. But when people just blow it off like that, I'm just like, were you even watching it? Were you even like? Forget the fact that you didn't write. Were you even watching the same show? It wasn't worth watching the movie, but it was nice having someone to share it with me. Well, thank you, man. I really appreciate it, and yeah, I might not get money out of this, but at least I can express my thoughts. But again, I'm not someone who comes up with the right words either. Funny enough, fittingly enough with the movie itself. And I'm not like a professional in terms of being able to get across like, but I will try to put up an analysis, as much analysis as my personal thoughts in the end. And what did I say about this movie? That this is one for the books. And I'm just glad that I was able to experience it in this way. Now, would it have been better in the cinemas, in theaters? Sure, but in the state we're in right now, I don't think it was not possible for me to do so, sadly. But yeah, thank you to you guys who did come out. I really did appreciate it. I know it took a while for people to start getting into people to start getting the talking and all. I mean, you gotta wait for those emotional parts, and I get it. But thanks anyways for coming out, man. I really do appreciate it. And I am sad that this is likely it for the Violet Evergarden anime. I will check out the light novels at some point and see for myself whether it's better or not than the anime. I doubt it's better, but probably as good, maybe. But yeah, it's been quite a ride, and I've been happy. I've been happy being able to live up to this point to experience it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the live stream otherwise. And smash the like button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Share this with other reviews. I mean, press like. It would help with the algorithms and all, because YouTube algorithms are pretty shit nowadays. Follow me on other social media platforms I use, or you can join my Discord server if you like, or you can support me on Patreon, although I'd rather you just keep an eye on it until I can get something up for figure something out for Patreon. But that's gonna do it for this late live stream, this movie reaction special. But this is Weird Station signing off, guys. Light novel is definitely not better. Yeah, it's definitely not. There's no way you can, you know what? There's no way you can create this wonderful music, those wonderful aesthetics. Yes, the art style, I've seen some of the art style. It's really unique by itself, but I don't think it really matches up to what the anime had, in my opinion. But yeah, this is Weird Station signing off. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time. Take care, stay safe, and make sure to give your thanks and love to the ones close to you as much as possible, and tell them they love you, and tell them you love them whenever you can, because we don't know, like tomorrow could just, like, you may not have that chance anymore. But yeah, this is Weird Station signing off, guys. See you next time. Take care, stay safe.